Hello, my friends. I've got my YouTubers and people on LinkedIn with me right now. I am waiting on, there we go, waiting on StreamYard to connect to Facebook so we can get into my Facebook group as well. Happy Friday Eve day. I am so excited to be here with you guys. I don't know about you, but it's been kind of a long week at my house. You know how we like to do things around here using the awesome platform StreamYard. Here on my laptop, I have my Facebook group, my YouTube channel, and now LinkedIn. Welcome back, LinkedIn. It's been a while since I've been here live. YouTubers, I want you to smash that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos. And LinkedIn folks, hit that bell next to my name on my profile so that we can stay connected. All right, today we are going to talk about having a clear elevator pitch, why you need one, and how not being prepared when somebody asks you what you do is actually costing you more than you think. And you end up missing out on not only potential money, but email list growth. But first, just in case we are brand new to each other, I want to introduce myself. I am Tracy Beavers. I'm an award-winning business and sales coach with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And several years ago, I became completely and finally, it took me a while, fed up with my corporate career, and I hatched a plan to fully exit. And once I did, back in my second full year of business, my business boomed and it busted way past the six-figure ceiling, and I haven't looked back. And I share that with you because if you're building your business alongside your full-time job like I did, and you're wanting to fully exit, or maybe you've already decided to be a solopreneur, you can do this. You can build a multi-six-figure business just like I have. I teach all organic visibility and list growth strategies, and I've coached hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you to get visible and grow your email lists so you can get that consistent monthly income you really, really want. Now, if you're thinking you want to hire a coach to guide you for the rest of this year, roadmap your priorities and strategies, I want you to DM me or email me. Let's set a free coffee chat. Let's talk about how coaching with me will skyrocket your business growth. You may want to do one-to-one coaching, or you may just need a 90-minute laser focus session to get back on track. As I go through this training, I want you to pop your questions and comments into the chat. For me, I am going to answer those at the end. And if you are watching this on replay and you have a question for me or a comment, pop that in there too. I will swoop in and answer it for you. All right, today's topic, the old elevator pitch. You've heard of it. It's basically that short sentence you say when someone who's just meeting you says, "Nice to meet you. What do you do?" So why the heck do you need one? Why the heck do you even need to worry about it? Well, the simplest answer is because you need to tell people what you do. And you may be thinking, okay, duh, Tracy, of course. But let me ask you this. Do you know how many people I meet? And tell me if this has happened to you. Do you know how many people I meet when I'm networking either in person or online that cannot effectively tell me what they do? And I leave them feeling really confused. And I'm thinking, what kind of business do they have? Or they fumble all over their words, going on and on and on to the point where my eyes start to glaze over and all of their credibility is completely gone with me. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it's the truth. We can't risk confusing people, and we certainly can't risk being seen as anything other than an expert. And don't even get me started. If you followed me for any length of time, you know what I'm going to say next. Don't even get me started on the number of Facebook profiles I see. And when I click on their About section, it says no workplaces to show. What in the world? You all know that in my Business Visibility Made Easy program, one of the strategies I teach is that you can grow your email list like crazy using every nook and cranny of your social media profile, making sure it's completely filled out. And your elevator pitch needs to be part of that social media profile. Years ago, we had minutes to make a good first impression. Well, those days are gone. We all have the attention of goldfish. And now we just have a few precious seconds to make that great impression. So it's more important than ever to dial in what you're going to say and make sure that you make your message clear and concise so that you become memorable. This is something I help my clients with regularly, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Seeing their eyes light up when I reframe something for them, it's so much fun. And listen, it can be hard to do this for yourself because you're in the middle of it. You know what you do. You understand it. You know it like the back of your hand. And so you think it's easy for others to know what you do. But here's the truth, it's not. Even if you're in a well known industry that you would assume people understand, like real estate, travel, website design, podcast management, business coaching like me, we can't ever assume that the other person already knows what you do because I guarantee you that they don't have a deep understanding, which is what's needed to be memorable. And I'm going to help you make sure your message is not only the best it can be, but that you are remembered every single time. You want your elevator pitch to clearly convey who you are, who you serve, how you serve them. So I'm going to give you 3 questions that are going to help you craft yours. First of all, number 1, who you are. Number 2, who you serve. And number 3, how you serve them. What is your outcome for your ideal client? Who you are, who you serve, how you serve them. What is the outcome that you get your ideal client? We want to paint a clear picture for the person that we're talking to so that they literally in their mind, they get that visualization of us in their brain and us doing our work and helping our clients. When somebody visualizes what you do, they're not going to forget you. So I'm going to start with myself as an example, and I'm going to work through a couple of other examples for you guys to give you some ideas for how to craft yours. So I'm going to start with myself. I'm a business and sales coach. Now, if that's all I said, first of all, coaching is a very broad term, and it can mean different things to different people. And business and sales is also a very broad term, right? So let me pause here for a second because you've heard that you need to niche down to be successful. I hear this from my clients and students all the time. Well, Tracy, I've got to niche down. I've got to niche down. And it is true to some degree. And your elevator pitch is an example of a place where you need to be niched or niched, however you pronounce it, niched and specific. If we try to talk to everybody, we're going to talk to nobody. If you try to market to everyone and speak to everyone, you are going to be speaking to and marketing to no one because nobody's going to be able to see the messages, see themselves in your message or not see themselves in your message. Give me one second. I wanted to double check my tech, make sure I was live in all the places. All right. So we want people to be able to see themselves in your message or not, right? See themselves in it or not see themselves in it. We want our message to either attract our ideal clients or repel. That may surprise you. We want to attract our ideal clients or repel the people that are not our ideal clients. In marketing, it is just as important to attract your ideal clients as it is to repel the people that are not a good fit for you. So if I just said business and sales coach, it is too difficult for anybody to see themselves in the work that I do, for them to know if I am their solution that they've been searching for. We want our audience to say, yes, I need this person, or no, that person's not for me. So I need to go a little deeper with my elevator pitch. I need to say, I am a visibility and list growth strategist. I teach online entrepreneurs how to grow their email lists and attract consistent new clients without paid ads or more lead magnets. Now, doesn't that give you a really great visual picture of who I am, who I serve, and how I serve them? And you've got that visualization probably going in your brain. So who am I? Visibility and list growth strategist. Who do I serve? Online entrepreneurs. How do I serve them? What is their outcome? I teach them how to grow their email lists without paid ads or more lead magnets. So I have demonstrated everything I need to do to make myself memorable to you. And somebody meeting with me in a networking event or in person or online, again, they're going to get that great visualization going. All right, let's do another one. This one looks like it would be super easy, but when it's crafted well, it can be way more impactful. One of my clients is an online travel advisor, and she was stumped on what to say that might be more impactful than simply saying, I'm an online travel advisor. She told me she loved helping families make memories. And I said, bingo, that's it. So now she says, I'm an online travel advisor and my services are free. I do all of your planning and I stay alongside you throughout your vacation so you can relax and make wonderful memories. I mean, holy cow, who wouldn't want to sign up for that, right? She is literally painting a picture so that the person she's talking to is probably visualizing themselves having a fabulous time on a beach vacation, laying on the beach, relaxing without a care in the world and drinking a fruity cocktail. Can you see how something as simple as this can make such a big difference and more impact? I hope this is resonating with you guys. And I want you to hear me when I say this. I mentioned this to my Business Visibility Made Easy alums this morning. We can lose sight sometimes of the work that we do, the importance of it, the impact it has, and the ripple effect of it throughout way beyond us. You are not just an anything. You are not just a travel advisor. You are not just a website designer. You are not just a copywriter, a podcast coach, a business and sales coach. You and your services provide a much needed solution and outcome for your clients. And if you focus on that, you'll be way more clear and concise and memorable. All right, let me do another one really quick. This one's a little harder because it's a little more complex. And it's not a service that we all hear about every single day. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she's a grant writer, and she works both locally and online. She is really, really talented when it comes to grant writing. And it got me thinking, I know what a grant writer does, but do I really know what a grant writer does? I've heard of it. I understand the basics of it, but I didn't understand the true depth and the impact. So if I were helping her craft an impactful elevator pitch, say that 5 times fast, having her say, I'm a grant writer and I work with nonprofit organizations. That's okay. It kind of gets the job done. But I would encourage her to use the formula that I gave you, answering the 3 questions, to make something more impactful and more memorable. So who is she? She's a grant writer. Who does she serve? Nonprofit organizations. How does she serve them? She finds them much needed funding so they are able to continue their work, making dreams come true for communities and families. What in the world? Which one of those would you rather hear? Which one of those paints a more memorable and impactful visualization? I'm a grant writer and I find funding for nonprofit organizations, or I'm a grant writer and I find much needed funding for nonprofit organizations so they're able to continue their work making dreams come true for communities and families. I like number 2. A confused client, a confused prospect, referral source will not purchase. They will not refer. They can't because they don't understand what you do. And this is why it is so, so important. If we're going to grow our income, that we must be sure that our messaging, that old elevator pitch, is clear, concise, and memorable. And pro tip, be ready with this clear statement. Ready when anybody asks you either online or in person, so tell me what you do, or tell me about your business. Don't let your brain shut off. And don't go on ad nauseum where you make their eyes glaze over. The best way to be ready and let this just roll off your tongue without your brain even having to engage in it is to practice saying it over and over and over again. And you're going to feel a little foolish, but I promise you this works like a charm. Practice it in the shower, driving the car, walking the dog, folding the laundry, fixing your hair. Whenever you have time, the more you say this out loud, the more, and that's the key, out loud, the more your brain is going to think, wow, this is just part of us. And the next time somebody asks you that question, it's going to roll out of your mouth. And then in your brain, you're going to go, wow, that was good. Oh, I sound amazing. So practice it. Okay, let me switch gears for just a second and talk about your elevator pitch when it comes to your list growth, because that's how I started this conversation. How does being prepared with this impact your email list? Because you're probably thinking, Tracy, this doesn't make any sense. Let me clear it up for you. So, how does having a clear, concise, memorable elevator pitch grow your list? When somebody clearly understands exactly what we do and the transformation we provide, and they get that visualization and more memorable, then they are better able to decide in that moment several things. Do they want to hire us? Maybe they need us. Do they want to refer us to somebody that they know needs us? Do they want to collaborate with us, or do they want to make a connection for us with somebody they know that might lead to a valuable collaboration? Or maybe they want to be the next affiliate of your program. You've heard me say so many times that the most exciting part of networking is that we never, ever know who we're going to meet and how meeting that person and getting to know them could potentially blow our business wide open. And people cannot land on our email list if they don't first know who we are, who we serve, how we serve them in a very clear and concise way, so they know how to help us next. Either hire us, refer us, be an affiliate for us, open up a collaboration door for us. The possibilities with networking are endless. And these connections lead to that list growth. And it's that list growth that ends up giving us that consistent monthly income that we are all working so hard for. I've got a free guide that's going to walk you through crafting your perfect pitch so you are ready at a moment's notice and you are memorable. I want you to go to tracybeavers.com/pitch. Be careful saying that out loud to grab that. I know my assistant Jill is here with me on Facebook. She's going to pop that into the comments for the people in my Facebook group. YouTubers, we're going to have it in the show notes and also over on LinkedIn. All right, I'm going to check the questions and comments really fast just to see if anybody had any questions they wanted to ask me. All right, we've got some friends here with us. Cool. Hey, Susie. Hey, Julie. Great to see you guys. All right, I don't see any questions from today. So I want to wrap up by saying this. If you're not in my free Facebook group, you need to be there. It is the most beautiful community of collaboration and support. It's a place where you can ask the tough questions that are going to help you make the best decisions. We have experts on every topic you can imagine, and they all lead with your heart, with their hearts. Go to Facebook, search in groups for Be a Confident Entrepreneur, or hit the link in the comments or in the show notes. And be here live with me every Thursday at 11:30 Central. I want you to put it on your calendar and set a phone alarm. This is what I share with you every single week, and I want you to remember it. Don't go it alone. Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. Some days, everybody thinks you're the bee's knees and they cannot wait to buy your offers. And other days, you feel like it is crickets. Does anybody even know my name? I am feeling invisible. And I want you to hear me when I say, if you think you're alone feeling that way, you are not. We all feel that way. So that is why we've got to stick together. I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. And I want you to remember that when one of us rises, we all rise. So we have got to keep cheering each other on. I will see you guys next week, Thursday at 11:30. Thanks for being here.